Everyone in there.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
But since a few of you asked, I'm going to do a presentation on Derek and my band, Wits, and also the music collective that sort of sprung up because of it that we're doing. So, a couple of years ago, Derek and I got seated next to each other in 2 West, and we quickly got to talking about music and all that stuff, and it became, apparent pretty quick that, why aren't we in a band? We've both been in bands, before, and we just thought, let's give it a shot. So we tried it out. We took our guitars, we started writing a couple songs. It became pretty apparent that the chemistry was good, so we brought in a drummer and a bass player. And we released our first EP in April of 2012. And for those who might not know, an EP is just like a collection of songs that's shorter than a full-length album. With that EP, we started thinking about how we can experiment a little bit with our creative output. More on that in a minute. And we're currently recording our second EP right now. It's going to be out sometime this spring. Ooh. So, I hated myself for So with that first EP, we made a conscious decision that we weren't going to put out a CD. We just kind of figured we're kind of on the verge of extinction for CDs, we feel. But we also wanted a physical release. We wanted something that we can sell at shows, and at the time, a record wasn't really a viable option. So what we decided to do was, sorry, this is confusing, I should look back. Yeah, there we go. We made hand-screened posters with download codes, and then the user could take the code after they buy the poster at the show and download the album. So after that, we started thinking about it even more, and we thought about how can we sort of manifest our promotions and our creative output in the 21st century. So we started doing video flyers instead of paper flyers. So that way we could sort of, instead of broadcasting by plastering up on a poster board, we can narrowcast to the people that actually care about what we're doing and try and provide content to our potential fans. And while all this was going on, we sort of stumbled into a pretty cool opportunity. Derek moved into a loft right around the corner from here, and it wasn't long after our first practice that we sort of realized that we had a pretty cool opportunity to do something here because the space was just perfect to put on shows. So, that being said though, he lives there. It's not a venue, it's not a club, so you have to do things a little bit differently. Mainly, it's the way we advertise, so we didn't really want to, again, do the physical poster thing. We're trying to be careful about how we, disseminate his address. We don't want too many people to know. So, we're trying to use those restrictions to creatively to sort of catalyze what we're doing. And even down to the name F.M.L. It was an intentional choice that we chose that's to sort of insulate us from too much unwanted attention, especially online. If you try to Google search F.M.L. Chicago, you're not going to come up with much. So it's more about being in the know. You have to sort of be within a circle of friends to know about it that way. So I'm going to show you a couple quick promo pieces that we produced for something we're actually doing this Saturday. Little warning, especially with the second one, we're not actors. We're very aware of that.
So wait, where are we going again? There's this party in a loft at Old Market.
Is that gonna be cool?
I don't know.
There's gonna be bands playing.
Bands? Real bands? Kinda. One's from Brooklyn.
Oh, why?
The other's from Michigan. It's your skull and the Fencemen, with members of small ball night.
Oh, okay, cool. Two-band show then?
No. There's a band, they're Whipped, and Jason from Skyway Scrape. They're opening.
Oh, maybe Jason will pick up his Bane hoodie finally.
I don't really care. I'm just gonna get some beer and whiskey.
I'm going for the beer and the whiskey.
It's going for the beer and whiskey. Is that the next line? I come and see it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Some familiar shots around the neighborhood here. So the URL leads to an event, and then you can eventually get to the address if you need to know. So we only have the space until August 2014, and if we do things right, it's eventually going to get too big for somebody's house anyway. So we're trying to figure out how we can transcend the physical space after that. We're working on ideas for that right now. And lastly, if anybody's ever had any experience working in a show collective or at a venue, or they're just interested in helping out in any way, we could always use a hand. There's lots of work. Thanks.